Nostalgia. Speaking of nostalgia, welcome to the C3 experience. Guys, it's good to see you guys. I'm telling you, I've missed the hell out of y'all. I really have. Eric, Jason, and Chris. Wait, what?
Said it's been a minute.
I thought you called me wait a minute again. I was about to come through the screen, homie.
Oh, no.
Them's fighting words right there. Let's go.
Said it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, man. It has.
So
I'm a married man,
last time we saw everybody, Mark was still single.
Wow.
And now Mark's got that ring on his finger.
Single-ish.
Somebody liked it, so they put a ring on it.
Yeah. Hey,
You better put a ring on it.
oh, come on. If you can't do that. No, you can't. You got to sing the song if you're going to, even bring that up.
That's about the only part of the song that I do know.
It's the only part anybody knows. You got these women who do karaoke all the time. That's what I do for them to run karaoke.
Yeah,
Quick rabbit trail. They'll get up there and all they do is, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. And then start to doing the rapping part. Nothing. I just know the chorus.
But if you like it, you got to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Step into the time machine, we're going back in time where everything was simpler and the music was divine. Talking about the 90s and all its glory, bringing up the past is the C3 story.
You're a circus clown, homie. What are we getting into, guys, tonight? Fellas, what are we doing?
Well, I wanted to ask you, Mark, how was New Orleans?
Man. So
congratulations and all that. Like, I'm sure everybody's dying to know how the honeymoon went.
Oh man, that was amazing. So everybody asked me like what my favorite part of New Orleans was. Now I can't give you a first, second, third thing, Would just eating, walking around, taking in the city, the French Quarter, and people watching, and watching the buskers, and just the history of the place. It was, excuse me, first time I've ever gone sober.
Yeah.
No, fair enough, man. Yeah.
It's literally life-changing if we go sober. Like, now, we had, our CBDs and THCs and TH, but, the herbal medicine that we were told to be using by God himself, actually. But no,
to
it
reduce
was
anxiety.
Exactly, man. Just, walking around and the people were doing that everywhere, man. Nobody cared. It wasn't, it's whole different world, man. And it's cops walking right next to you. Got homeboy in the street just having a joint.
Wow.
The food, man.
The food is the best on the planet,
dude.
I love New Orleans food, man.
That's what we did, man. We walked and like where my belly was like, all right, time to eat here. She's like, okay, we'll get it. And we would go like this one place, Felix's Oyster House, man, next to Acme's.
Ooh, that sounds good,
dude. Char grilled oysters. Now they took this. Now I'm gonna do this to you right quick, Egypt. Okay, so they took your big loaf of bread, French bread, and they poured this garlic butter Parmesan all over it, and so it soaked it in, right? And then they gave you these oysters that are char grilled. The best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life, man. They were so good.
I could imagine, man.
I'm crying right now because I'm thinking about those, and I'm having this amazing stew that Moose made. It's really good. But God, those oysters were delicious. So yeah, that was probably the highlight. The food.
Yeah, absolutely
insane.
Did you see some live music at least?
You know what? Now that I think about it, we didn't. We went to a lot of museums and we went to the aquarium and just walked around and people watched. The
aquarium's nice.
No, the aquarium was pretty cool. It was like $30-something a ticket, and it was quite big though. It was nice. But the zoo, I was a little disappointed in. Sorry, New Orleans.
Never been to the zoo there.
It's cool. And Jessica wanted to go there. Excuse me, guys, because she had this candy, this saltwater taffy, right? Is that it? Yeah, as a kid, right? And they have this cart that sells it. And we walk in, we're walking around the zoo, and there's the cart. She goes, oh my God, that's the cart that sells it. It's the exact one. So we asked one of the zookeepers, pardon me. And
zoo people.
The zoo people. We asked them if there's a sorry, edit that out.
Bless you.
as if they still sell the candy there, and they were like, "Yeah, they do, just not today. It's closed today."
Oh, no.
So the one day that we went to the zoo to get it, it was closed. But
Yep.
but it's not our last time we're going to go there. So we know for next time, hey, go on certain days if you want the saltwater taffy that they make. It's obviously life-changing if she wants to get it, and I'm kind of upset that we didn't.
Yeah.
But it was okay. It was okay.
Bet you could order it online somewhere,
I'm thinking you can.
Yeah.
Night, buddy. I love you, dude.
Good night, Hayden.
Hey, the boys say good night. He says, "Good night, fellas," or whatever. He made some weird noise. I don't know. He makes weird noises now. 15-year-olds.
They
Yeah.
do that,
I got one of those.
They come from his mouth and his butt.
Ain't that the truth?
Sorry,
oh,
Hayden.
man.
Nothing. I love you. What are we talking about tonight, guys? What do y'all want to get into?
Guess we're going with toys.
You know what? We could start. We could
Toys.
edit an episode in, and every time you introduce what we're going to be talking about, Chris, you usually do that. You go, "Let's go with toys." And I'm like, I just want to clip that from each episode, right?
Yes,
And just have a whole episode of that. Let's just go.
That'd be perfect,
toys.
man.
Let's just go wrestling.
I guess
There
we're
you go.
gonna.
You got some work on. You got some work on this editing to go find all that, and you can make a short out of it.
Heck yeah, man. I'll send it over to Schmoyoho. Fellas, are y'all still around? Schmoyoho? Do you remember all those guys? They used to they made those songs out of like people's the Anton Jackson guy from they're raping people out here in the projects. You climb in your window, he's snatching your people up. Those guys, the internet guys. That did that.
Yeah.
I know our listeners know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're
yeah.
talking about now. Yeah, for
So
sure.
I'm going to get a bunch of clips of you saying, "Let's go with," like introducing the topic. And it's just, I'm going to send it to the Schmoyoho
So I
guys.
guess we're going to go with
I guess we'll go with
movies.
toys.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we've been on here recording, so we had to get prepared. Well, we didn't really get prepared for this one, so
Kinda,
let's
right?
go
Kinda
with
came back and rolled with it.
Let's go with toys. Yeah, let's just do that. That's a good topic because it's going to tie in some of these other episodes you already have. Because I'll go with a few of them. I'll just kind of go with start out with a few of my favorites. My top 4, top 5.
Cool.
One is going to be Pogs.
Pongs. Okay.
Pogs.
Definitely.
Pogs.
Pogs.
P-O-G-S. Yep.
POGs. Pogs. Then I'm going with Wrestling Buddies. We got into that in our in our wrestling episode. Then I'm also going to go with Muscle Men, Micro Machines,
Heck
and
yeah.
then Garbage Pail Kids. Wasn't really a toy, but I'm putting it in there because it was the cards you played with them. They were like sticker cards or whatever you traded. That's my top. Those are my tops right there. My
Who
top
here
5.
still has some Garbage Pail Kids that they can like produce? If
I have them out in my garage, man.
Dude,
If I would have
that's
known, I would
awesome.
have brought them in. Yeah.
I don't.
I wish I would have kept my Pog collection because mine was top notch.
You know what we thought? Like as kids, we thought this, man. When we're older, these are going to be worth some money, man. And we had those slammer jammers that came in the cases and everything, dude.
Yeah.
So we were having a garage sale, and I put all my Pogs and all my brother's Pogs, and we were going to sell them. And we put some ungodly price, like $100 or some crap, on this bag of Pogs and these slammers. Obviously, we didn't get it, but I think some guy came around and gave us like $20 for the bag, and
Hey, there you go.
My mom kind of begged him to give us the money and said, "Here, just buy these freaking Pogs."
so, can you explain the whole premise to Pogs for me? Like, is it like I don't think I've ever played a round of Pog.
It was basically like they were like originally bottle caps or something like that. That's kind of how it started, was bottle caps.
Okay.
But you'd get a stack of them, and then they were just little cardboard, like little thin
discs,
pieces with pictures or whatever on it.
Right.
But you would have what's called a slammer, which was like a thick metal one, and you would slam it down on the pile. And if you flipped them over, you got to keep your
Most
other
of them.
your opponents, whatever you would. I can't remember the exact rules, but y'all stacked like a stack of pogs or a couple of them, whatever it was, and you put that slammer and you slam it down. Whatever flips over, you got to keep.
So whoever had the best slammer was like,
you'd think
best
that,
slammer
but,
and best technique. It
Yeah,
was actually a
you'd
little
think
bit
that.
of a technique.
But as much as I played it, just throwing it down, that slimmer, it's going to make those things bounce up either way because it's so heavier. You got to think about it, man. But also think about this. The makers of these just were like, hey, we're going to make these little small Pong like discs, and have these kids throw metal objects at the table.
No.
right?
Here, kid, here's a big metal hard object that you can throw. They even had little finger notches in them too. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember Jason or Chris or maybe even Matt had one that looked like a saw blade.
It
I
wasn't
think
me.
I did. I think
didn't do
that was
Pogs.
me. Yeah.
I was just
remember,
a tad too old for Pogs, just a
I
little bit,
remember
like maybe by 2
stealing
years.
somebody's collection.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably my collection because I was obsessed with that game. I loved it.
I
That was
remember
hiding
my
it
favorite
like,
thing to
for
do.
like a week.
Oh, really, Eric?
Like just being an asshole older brother,
It must
What?
have been
Now, what did I
Chris.
miss?
Like I think I took Chris's collection of Pogs and hid them for a week. I think I
don't
remember that.
remember that. So if that was me, it must not have affected me too badly.
That's what brothers do, man. That's what brothers do. But older brothers, that's what have to do.
Yeah.
But man, talking about micro machines, that was my jam right there.
Yeah, those micro machines were awesome.
Every Christmas, that's what I want. Mom, besides the video game, it's going to have to be micro machines.
Yep.
And I had a big old collection for sure.
I'll jump in on that with you, man. I was all about the micro machines. Now, I also did the whole like movie cars and stuff micro machines, like all the time. Your Ghostbuster car, your Ninja Turtle van, your time machine,
Yep.
I mean, like, and I even had like this case that you could display each micro machine sideways in.
Yep.
Kind of like the Hollywood squares are, but this is like a case and there's like big rows.
Yep.
I love those.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't remember micro machines. Were they like just a smaller version of Matchbox cars?
Yes.
Basically,
Essentially, yeah.
They
weren't the ones
like
that turned
big.
into robots.
No. That's Transformers or GoBots.
Those were GoBots, right?
GoBots, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
micro machines were all of about like an inch long. Yeah.
Maybe an inch long. Yeah.
Yeah, they were tiny.
But they were detailed, like you knew what the cars were. They had Corvettes, Mustangs, Ferraris, Porsche, whatever, and you could tell what they were. They were
I
awesome.
bet they're still probably pretty collectible too, huh?
Yeah, I guarantee you go on eBay right now, and they're probably pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
be
it was
completely
very
wrong.
popular. They were very popular.
Excuse me.
About
And
3 years ago.
The muscle men are pretty collectible.
Yeah. Well, that's where I was going. About 3 years ago, I was feeling very nostalgic about Muscle Men.
Yeah.
Me and Eric used to play with those all the time, and I'm sure you too, Chris. But I went on eBay and I bought, 100 Muscle Men. And then, of course, I don't have them anymore because I have little kids around and they probably just trashed them all. But I set them up and everything, and I was like, this is awesome. I used to love these things and used to wrestle with them and stuff, man.
Yeah.
What's muscle man? I'm sorry.
We used to play with them. I know I did when we had that sandbox out in the backyard. We used to set them up out in the sandbox. So
that's a core memory right there.
Muscle Men were just little figures, all of about that big, and they just came in different types of like monster type configurations, and some of them were like,
the lore was they were wrestlers,
right?
All these things were wrestlers, but it was like just
I'll see
like
if
one guy was a
pull up
hand. That was my favorite guy. It was a hand with legs. And,
yep. Just a hand. And it couldn't have stood like
just
that.
a hand. Yeah.
He was my favorite.
Here you go, Mark.
There you go. And then they ended up getting
those
some
now,
that were actually colored too. I think the colored ones were a little bit more rare. But yeah,
excuse me.
So there was that
it's
one
the
little
simplest
announcer
thing.
too. You remember that? He had a little microphone, little tiny guy.
Yeah,
Just stand there like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Those were awesome, man.
The simplest toy, but I mean, I know those things kept us busy for hours.
Oh,
Especially out there in the sandbox, just setting them up, and they're tearing each other or beat each other up and stuff. It was good.
All
times.
right, Eric, got a question for you.
Yo,
talking about Musclemen, do you remember the skateboard gangs that we had, and then they stole our Musclemen?
Yes.
And so we went over there and we sharpened our little popsicle knives, and we were acting like we were gonna,
we were beating each other with popsicle sticks and broomsticks.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys did fall from the doo-doo tree. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Doo-doo-doo.
Man,
I'm loyal to these streets.
Life.
You what?
I'm loyal to these streets.
I'm loyal to these streets.
Lincoln Green represent.
From
that wasn't even Lincoln Green. That was way before Lincoln Green.
Was it?
That was El Canadine.
Yeah, El Canadine. 22822 El Canadine. Don't visit. Don't go there, but that was the address for sure. I'll never forget that, man.
Yeah, El Canadine Lane.
Yep.
We fought with Scooter and Allen.
Yep.
Tell me that was a nickname. So, some dad did name their poor kid Scooter.
No, his name was Scooter.
His name was Scooter.
Yep.
His actual name was Scooter?
I mean, that's all we knew him as. We didn't know any other name.
Well, that's true.
Well, Scooter, I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey there, Scooter.
Bet you Scooter could kick my ass 3 times to the side, but I don't know what the hell is I'm trying to say.
Oh, man.
Fun times.
We got into so much trouble with them. We were like shooting each other with BB guns back in the day.
Yep.
Going down to the bayou.
Yeah.
Bayou.
Down
One
to
of
the
them,
bayou.
I don't know about y'all, but I like playing with like figurines. And I had a big Ghostbuster firehouse, right?
Okay.
It was about 2 feet tall, maybe less, maybe 1.5 feet tall. And it came with these little figurines. Then you could put throughout the house, and they'd slide down the pole, and you could park the Ecto one in there. I would do that all the time, play with that stuff.
I think I remember that. Didn't it come with the ghost, like the little green ghost?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Slimer.
Slimer. Yeah. I actually watched Ghostbusters 2 the other day, man. That was my favorite one.
I like Ghostbusters too. These gummy bears taste funny, man.
Are they Haribo?
Oh, man, they're sadly not Haribo, man.
Oh.
Like,
that's why they taste funny. Oh, no. Buc-ee's is good, though, normally.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why, I mean, when I got them, but, I mean, there's like so many different flavors in here, I guess. 12 flavors. And like the lemon is either pineapple or lemon. So it's weird. So you're like, oh, I wonder what I'm getting now. I hope it's lemon. Pineapple.
Oh, I love pineapple, though. I do.
Hey.
I remember,
like black licorice.
Which one of you brothers had the Tamaguchi? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah,
I
that
don't
was
think
either
I
Chris
did.
or Matt.
Tamagotchi. Yeah, Tamagotchi. I don't.
The pet in a keychain?
Yeah, wasn't me.
I don't remember ever having one.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever had one. I remember that if one of us had it, it probably was Matt. I don't think I
Is
had
that the thing you
one.
had to keep alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Furbies came along after that.
Oh,
It was kind of like a more advanced Tamagotchi or whatever.
It was a little old for the Furby.
Yeah, me
I
too.
was too.
I was a
They
little
would
old
talk
for
to
most
each
of
other,
this
though.
stuff.
Those were actually pretty cool for the 90s, man. They would literally talk to each other.
The Furbies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Did
big
they
no to
really?
me.
Yeah.
That's some Annabelle shit right there. No. No.
All this AI stuff happening now.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that was 90s version of AI.
Exactly.
I don't like those dolls. Man, we were like walking in Spirit Halloween earlier too. Any kind of dolls that freak me out, man. And my son was like, look at that Annabelle doll. Turd. Hate those things. Hate them.
Who is Annabelle? I don't know who Annabelle is.
From that horror movie.
Conjuring.
Yeah, Conjuring, in that Conjuring series.
Basically, the real Annabelle doll is a doll, the Raggedy Ann doll. You know the Raggedy Ann?
Yeah.
It's like a sewn, homemade looking Raggedy Ann doll.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And it is a real thing. Look it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've seen the first Conjuring. I guess it didn't leave that big of an imprint on me.
Well, that whole movie series is based off of that one couple that did all that stuff.
All right, so here's a random fact from 1995. All right, so in all the United States, the average cost of a house, take a guess. Think about California, New York, Texas, average cost of a house.
In what year?
1995.
I would say
120.
85,000.
How much did you say, Eric?
120,
85.
and then 85. What do you say, Mark?
Chris, you said 120?
Yeah.
I'm going to go right in the middle. I'll go 100,000.
$113,000.
Wow.
Average around the nation in 1995. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Now I think it's in the 250s.
I can pull that crap off now. No, I can't. That'd be easier too.
Yeah, right. Insane. But you think about how expensive California and other places are, and then you average in Texas. I'm sure in Texas it was 85, Eric. You know, at that point, crazy. I couldn't imagine. It must be nice.
Shit, I paid $85,000 for my house in 2008.
There you go. Yeah.
Granted, I mean, it was a 2-bedroom house. We did a lot of work to it, but
Yeah. Here's an old toy.
That was 95?
1990.
Did
you
y'all
know
ever
what
play
else
with
happened
those?
in 1995?
Go ahead. What?
All right. So Kendall Jenner and Patrick Mahomes were born. That's how old we
1995?
are.
I was getting married the very next year. I got married in 96.
I was a senior in 97 in high school. So there you go.
Wow. Why are you doing this?
To make us feel old, brother.
You're succeeding.
I'm old.
All right, I got one more. So this is a guessing game for you guys. All right, so guess the girl's name that was most popular when they were born in 95, and guess the boy's name that was most popular in 95.
No clue.
They're very basic, by the way. Very basic.
Elizabeth?
Probably something like...
That's a good one.
And Jonathan.
Not it, those are good, but not it.
I was going to say John.
Todd.
What's that, Todd?
All right,
Trevor.
Jessica and Michael.
I was going to say Jessica just because.
Shut up. Jessica Rabbit.
There you go.
You was the number one name in 95.
There you go.
Number one. Huh? She's like, I know.
She's like, I knew that already.
95 and 97 was the most popular name.
Check it out. She just said it was in 95 and in 97. It was the most popular female's name.
There you go.
Well, duh, she would know that. I mean, but I don't know. Like, Mark. What the hell is a Mark? Mark's nothing, dude. When is it popular?
Yeah, we all had pretty basic names.
Yeah.
Like John Smith.
For sure. Jason.
Mom
Chris.
and Dad were not that
Eric.
creative.
Matthew.
Matthew's real name's Richard.
That's true.
Yep.
Well, at least y'all didn't all get named like with starting with the same letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do with my kids.
Yeah.
All the same
saying
letter.
Hey.
That's actually you know what? Actually, that's the norm, right? That's what your parents did that, right? Yeah, Jessica's parents did that too.
Oh, I knew people.
It is very common now.
We did something similar with our girls. All of our girls have Y in their name.
Yeah.
But we wanted to name my son after me, so we couldn't do that.
You could have been what? ERYC.
Yeah, that would just been weird.
Yeah, I tried to have a junior in that and got shut down pretty quick.
I always wanted one, but I feel you, man. I feel you. But then that person, I mean, to me, I'd be like, yeah, you got to live up to the namesake, homie.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
In 1995, Tiger Woods was 19.
Oh my God.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
God, man.
Yeah, we're about the same exact age.
There you go.
Interesting.
His first amateur championship tournament he won on August 27th, 1994.
Well, if you want to go back and think about it, Ralph Macchio was 34 in 95. 34.
What?
He was already 34
He
in
still
95.
looks the same too.
He does, man.
That dude
I don't
is
understand
crazy.
I
He's
don't understand
like,
what he
like
does.
60 years old now or something.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my. He's
Yeah.
got the fountain of youth somehow. We got to tap into that.
He looks good.
So
No homo.
get back to toys. Jason, you said you were all about the video games. I got one for you, bro.
All right, let's go.
Game Boy.
Of course, yeah.
Game Boy
Absolutely,
Color
baby.
came out like
Oh.
in 92,
That's
right?
$1.
Of course.
Yeah, I think so, Eric. Sometime around 92, 93.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when
Oh,
Game Boy Color first came out, and then we were all trying to play Pokemon.
I never got into Pokemon.
Who
I
am I
tried.
thinking of? Chris, was that you? Where we were fighting over the Pokemon?
Nah, I don't really remember Pokemon from back then.
Ugh,
But it
I
wasn't
remember
the color.
those.
that's
memories.
disgusting.
I barely
Sorry.
remember the Game Boy. I remember the Sega, whatever the Sega handheld thing was called.
What was that called?
That's the one I had, and I used to
Sega
play
handheld.
Battletoads on it all the time.
Oh,
Hey
I
Siri,
remember
what
that,
was
Chris.
the Sega handheld called?
Battletoads was awesome too. We're going back to
Mhm.
video games, of course. You got me excited here.
Oh man,
Called the Sega Nomad.
the Nomad.
Ah,
It doesn't seem right to me.
No?
That's not the one I had. No, maybe it wasn't Sega. No, it was Sega because I used
I
to
think
play
so.
Sonic on it too.
I remember it, Chris. I do remember
Yeah,
that. Oh,
yeah.
well.
That's Battletoads.
All right, well, we're going to figure this out.
I was actually watching a stream on Facebook about, I don't know, 2 hours ago, and they were playing Final Fight.
Game
You remember
Gear.
that?
Sega
Game
Game
Gear.
Gear.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You buy one right now on Amazon for $219.
Oh, is that it?
Man,
It probably cost $30 back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I got off the gummy bears and now I'm on to Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, yum. Are those in season?
Nah,
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I got the hookup, man. No, these are legit Girl Scout cookies too, man.
All right, fair enough.
Girl Scouts of America, and the lemon ones. And by the hookup, I mean like I know someone who stocked up on them. They had them left over. What's up, Eric? You have a
My
question?
favorite Girl Scout cookies are those the coconut ones, coconut caramel.
Oh, yeah. What are those called?
I
Those
could
are the
easily
best.
go through a
With
whole box
caramel?
of those in one sitting.
Caramel, chocolate,
What
and
are the
coconut, right?
caramel ones called?
Caramel Delight.
The Caramel Delights.
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are bomb.
Delish.
Well,
That's
there's
the only
always
coconut I'll eat.
Thin Mints. Thin Mints were.
Hmm.
My dad used to put those in the freezer.
Freezer.
That was Dad's jam for sure.
I cannot do
Jason?
chocolate and mint together. No, you cannot mix those two things. I
And
like
chocolate
mint.
chip ice cream?
I like chocolate. No, dude, I can't do it. I
What?
like
I like the
mint.
Thin
I
Mints,
like
but I
chocolate.
don't like chocolate chip mint. Or
Not
mint
together.
chocolate chip.
I get
Ice
I get what
cream.
you're saying.
It's nasty.
York-
I can't
Like
do it.
York peppermint patties, I can't do.
Yeah.
But those little Andes mints that they put on
No.
your pillow,
Yeah.
I
No.
love those, man. I can eat it by the handful.
I like it
No.
all.
Can't do it.
You don't
Mint-
like them either, Eric?
No, I love them. Mint and chocolate like go together like peas and carrots, man.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
right.
Well, I guess I don't like peas and carrots either. So
That's not American. That's why we call you Egypt.
So I like the candies when it's mint and chocolate, but I couldn't do mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Mm-mm.
Did you? So do y'all like the peppermints that have the little chocolate center?
No,
Yeah.
Yes,
Y'all
absolutely.
do? You don't? Okay.
no.
Cool.
I
Okay,
love
no.
mint by itself.
Yeah.
Chocolate by itself. Awesome. Not together. It's terrible.
Mm.
I don't know
even
why.
better than peanut butter and chocolate, in my humble opinion.
Nah,
You see, okay, you went
now
there.
you're being crazy.
No,
Like,
not for
yeah,
me.
okay, now you're
It was
talking
good,
crazy,
but not that good.
Now you're being crazy.
Wait, look, we can't hate on
Hey.
him too much or throw too much shade on him, man. The guy likes black licorice. Remember?
That's true.
Yeah,
We talked
absolutely.
about
That's
this,
true.
man. He loves that. He loves the black jelly beans.
I like flavor.
Flavor, bro. Speaking of the black jelly beans, so we were eating
I don't know
Indian
if that's
food, Indian food the other day, and I was going for eating some leftovers, and there's this thing in there, and I'm like, why does this taste like licorice, right?
That's
Is
that
it the
star
shape of a
anise.
star?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I was like, wow, okay, it really does. You freak, because remember, I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know that, and I went to take a bigger bite of it just for poops and giggles, and it is disgusting to eat by itself. So don't ever do that.
Well, yeah, but you only put like one of those little pods in like an entire batch of whatever Indian food you're cooking. You don't make a whole candy out of it.
Right.
I got that one from the batch. It was at some Indian curry restaurant, and it was so good. The food was amazing, but I got that.
It's very strong.
Got those bubble guts going. Oh,
Oh,
goodness gracious,
always
bro.
goes back to poo, man.
Back to
I'm
the
telling
poo.
you, it's not good. It's not good.
Well, it's not going back to the poo for him because he can't
No.
go poo.
That should be a movie. Back to the poo.
Well, I had to, I
need to go
the
back to
other
the
day.
poo.
Y'all know I had almost a Chris experience coming home from a Chinese food restaurant. I mean, like it was to that point. I said, Jessica, grab the stuff. I'm hauling ass inside. And as soon as I got inside, and I mean as soon,
Trapdoor.
I mean, bro, it was like barely hitting the freaking seat, homie. It was, man. Yeah, trapdoor homes.
Trapdoor, I'm telling you.
Oh.
So where's your
Little-
sphincter control?
Touche.
Lord have mercy.
Tucci.
Speaking of Lord have mercy, one of the guys at my church wants to do the Toe of Satan challenge with us, guys.
Nice.
So
I'm all
I
for
told him I'd
watching.
ask you guys and see what y'all thought.
Of
Maybe
course.
do some video on my side, and maybe, I don't know, or maybe we can all get together and do something. We still need to do that the weekend or some crap over at Jason's crib.
Yeah.
Out where you can actually see the beautiful moon like it was there. Then y'all see that thing? Damn,
Yeah, that was awesome.
gorgeous.
I'm
I had to
down.
Totally
deal
got
with
off
the
topic
werewolf.
of toys.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, happens.
Rabbit
Super
trails.
soakers.
That's what makes
Oh
our.
my gosh, dude! Super soakers.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We went from having super soakers as kids with water to super soakers with tequila as adults or college kids.
Yeah.
And they knew what they were
man.
doing when they made those things, right? The lifelong purchases,
Yep.
Repeat customers.
Exactly. I
Yeah, Super
remember when
Soakers
he
were
came
awesome,
in to
man.
buy it when he was 5 years old. Now he's coming back in at 22 years old and he's buying another one. Good to see
Guess
you, little
why?
Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, those were
let's-
awesome.
They were.
And
Yeah,
do you
all these
remember the
guys-
ones like? Okay, so one of my best friends growing up, he was a only child, so he got basically whatever he wanted, and he had these really cool water guns that you would hook batteries up to, and it, you know,
Mm.
the I
And
don't
it
know
would
what those were
shoot,
called.
shoot like in bursts.
Yes, yeah,
Bro.
no, those were awesome, man.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw one like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking. It looks kind of like a square, like a futuristic gun almost, right?
No, it looked like an actual like MP5 or an M4.
Oh,
It
really?
looked like actual war guns. Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay, no, man. The new ones out now too are insane. But yeah, I've seen what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about now, though. Those look
Yeah,
awesome
yeah.
too. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, where were those when we were kids? Just big
Looks
old
like
whops
Halo
of-
guns.
Yeah,
So there's also the Nerf guns.
Oh, of course.
Hayden and I
Classic.
Because
used
we
to
had
have.
like the bow and arrow and the
Best wars,
crossbow. And,
Oh, yeah.
Still
we
do.
used to go out trying to shoot bats out at night.
Yeah.
With Nerf
Bats would be
guns?
hanging around. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd go chasing these bats around the street at nighttime and
Throw that
we'd
white
throw up
shirt
a
up.
white,
Yeah,
throw the
yeah, throw
white
up
shirt
white
or a
shirts.
white towel up, and they would chase it, and then you just try to shoot the bats
We
with the
try
Nerf
to take
gun.
fishing nets and fish
Yeah.
them out of the sky.
Yeah.
You guys
Yep.
serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, I wish I could have seen this. Oh my god, that's what y'all did growing up. Oh man,
You
we
never
chased
did
lightning
that.
bugs and shit. Y'all are trying to get flying rats, dude. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. We tried.
Jesus,
Never
that's cool
successful.
though, man.
Then
That's cool.
we'd like they'd be coming around. There'd be several of them, and then we'd like throw a white shirt at each other, so the bat would like go to
Dive
I think
bomb
your
it?
friend or your brother. Yeah, and they'd be like right over your head.
So where did y'all grow up again? That you had bats that like
That was in
Katie.
Katie, man.
Old Katie.
Yep.
Yeah.
that house that I went to that one time?
No,
The
No,
one we
this was,
practiced in your garage?
Not far from
No.
there, though.
the first
far-
no, it was a house right before that. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It wasn't
okay.
too far from there.
Oh, okay. Dang, I didn't know y'all had bats out there. I mean,
Yep.
we were just talking about how much we love bats and how cute they are. Like, you ever taken a look at a bat?
Oh yeah.
They're like
Yep.
they're really like flying little dogs. They're so cute, like little flying chihuahuas, man.
I don't know if
Their
they're cute or not, but
and their
Maybe
little
the
tongues.
fruit bat.
to
Yeah,
each
that's
their
what I'm talking
own.
about. Yeah, the fruit bat. I ain't talking about no vampire bat. That's an ugly sun gun right there. Ew. Ain't nobody be want to look it up. You know what I'm talking about? You saw that? That's a perfect example too. Them ugly, like pig-looking
Oh, my
faces.
goodness. Yeah,
Mm.
that's true.
Put
That's
a
true.
pig face bat right here.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Have y'all
right.
ever
all
seen that TikTok where it talks about they have the bats upside down, the vampire bats, and it talks about like they're at some sort of goth rave or something like that, and they have the music and okay, y'all
Oh
haven't
yes,
seen it then.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are all like Ghostface, but it's hilarious. It's
I
if
get
you
it.
can find that video, it's so funny. So the bats they're upside down, of course, but they put them right side up, and then they start playing this.
So they look
goth
like
music.
they're dancing.
Yeah, they're like, it's awesome.
Bat
I actually
lives
saw that
matter.
recently. Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
Ugh.
And then, of course, Bat Dad, one of the greatest that's ever been.
Don't forget to get the milk.
Yes, yes, so good.
You know, I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna resurrect the Bat Dad, man. Whatever happened? What was his name? Greg, Brad, something like that.
Oh, I have no idea.
I just know him as Bat Dad.
Yeah.
Bat Dad, yeah. He was funny.
But then, like, his cousin was like that crazy guy that put everything on fire. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill the bucket full of gasoline.
Oh yeah.
And now we're gonna fire a bottle rocket at it.
I
And
didn't
now-
know that.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
was
that.
like his brother or brother-in-law or something like that.
I didn't even know they were related, dude. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Mm.
Uncle Chad, I think was his name or something like that.
That makes sense.
Sorry.
Good Lord.
It's right. Oh my god, I gotta tell you about this part, right? So I don't know where, I can't remember where we were, but I'm sitting there and Jessica's laying next to me, and I just let this out. Good, like 5-second, like fart. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. Maybe a little bit longer, man. But it kept escalating and shit. I died. I died laughing. I mean, kids, you know, it makes me one of my three things. And so I'm
Of
sitting there
course.
laughing my ass off, guttural, like snot just uncoming unglued. And I look over at Jess thinking that she's going to be laughing. She's not. I'm
No,
like,
of course
you
not.
married this. She's like, oh no. It takes you back to
Oh
man.
gosh.
For better or for worse, huh?
That's right. That's right. That's what this is.
Yeah, for sure. Every
Oh,
once in a
man.
while, like in the morning, that's when my long ones are, right? So I get up, I pee. I've had it trapped in there all night, and so I'm just like, "Err." And then I get to thinking, I think that was probably my top 10 longest ever. Or it had to be top 5 at least, or maybe 10%. This is where my mind goes in the morning, man. It's kind of,
That's
It is
okay.
what it
No. Go, man. We go from fart. We always go back to farts, man. And poop.
yeah. Or
It's
sneezes. Chris's sneeze face. Oh, goodness gracious.
Snap off that Slim Jim.
The cream.
Rises. The cream rises to the crop.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, man. That was a good episode, brother. That was a hilarious episode.
Yeah.
Had some really good spots on it, man.
Hell yeah.
Did y'all ever shoot off those rockets, or was I the only nerd here?
No,
I
did
tried
those.
to get into it,
Yeah.
but like they never worked.
So I went to like Cub Scout camp, like day camp, and that's where they introduced us to these things.
Like
and I
the
went back and,
Estes rockets.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I went back to mom and dad, and I was like, guys, I want a rocket and a rocket launcher. And they're like, what are you talking about? And so the scout leader or whatever told them, and they proceeded to buy my brother and I this freaking yellow tripod with this big old freaking pole. Y'all have seen them, right? Like from the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we would shoot those things just sky high. Never see them again, though. They never came. They would always come down somewhere else because the shoots would never catch for some reason. I don't know.
I could never get one of them to take off.
Oh, it was so much fun. You had to like set it off the right way and set the powder or some crap. I don't know. I let my brother do it. I just hit the button.
Yeah.
Make sure your brother's far enough away before you hit the button. Okay, Mom.
Nope.
Wipe his nose. He still has a scar on his forehead from. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
Y'all remember those little turtle things that you'd sit on and wiggle the front and you'd move forward?
Yeah.
Or was it just me?
It's like a little tricycle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had them at Funplex.
Yeah.
In that little play place for kids.
Right.
I remember when I got too old for that place, I went back there and I was like, can I go in? And the guy was like,
Was that the place off of Eldridge and like
you're
Bel
like
Air?
17. Beach Nut.
Yeah.
Fame City. It was Fame City back
Yeah,
then.
Fame
City.
City. I had a lot of fun at Fame City. Oh my
Man,
god.
I remember Fame City too. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out to all those
tornado
people that
jumped
live
right
in
over
Houston.
Right over
Yeah.
us at Fame City.
Yep, that happened at the water
We
park.
all had
right?
to. We all had to go into the bathrooms and locker rooms. The
Yep.
tornado jumped right over us.
Wait, what?
Remember that lightning bolt hit the lockers like
Yep.
5 feet away from us?
Yeah.
There's a big
We're all
old-
at Fame
yeah.
City one day in bad thunderstorm. I remember I was ticked off because I was on the top of the ride. I was the next one to go down, and then boom, lightning hit, and they made us walk down, and then we all had to go into the bathrooms because the
Wait.
tornado came and jumped right over us.
What do you mean you had to walk down the ride? Like, what ride was it on? Like a roller coaster or something?
No,
Water
one
slide.
of
The
the
water
Fame
park.
City Waterworks. It was the water park there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm ridiculous. Then. Sorry. So you had to walk back down the water slide.
Right.
Yeah, the
Okay.
stairs.
The
I was
stairs
on
and
the
the
top.
water
I
slide.
was the next one to go down the water slide, and then because lightning hit, thunderstorm came.
They said bounce.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
let us go.
That was
anymore.
crazy.
And
Mom corralled
yeah.
us all into the women's locker room.
Mhm.
Oh,
then- Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that was my first live booby.
Yeah,
I knew you were going to say that.
it was
I'm
true
pretty
though.
sure.
I was about to ask you guys that. I'm like, that was hilarious. That was good. Good.
I was
was
probably
pretty
still in
insane.
the doorway because I wanted to see the tornado.
Yeah.
Eric's over there looking the other way. Just
Got the big eyes.
tornado,
I was like 13 or 14. I mean,
That's
Yeah,
hilarious, man.
true.
Do y'all remember the
All
slide
good.
Geronimo that was there?
Yep.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
The one straight down.
Oh yeah,
Was that there or was that at the Astro World?
the one at Astroworld was called the Edge.
Yeah.
Yep.
The my dad had was friends with one of the owners of Fame City Waterworks when it was opened. When they sold it and it became Adventure Bay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they changed the names of all the slides there. But it was Geronimo when it was Fame City Waterworks, and then I
Right.
think
Yeah, I
they
remember
changed it to something
Yeah.
like Drop Box or Drop Point or something when they changed it to Adventure Bay.
Mm.
But we got to go a couple of times just whenever we wanted. I mean, it was in disarray when we were going. It was going down pretty quickly.
Mm.
That whole area, you know,
It had about a 5-year run,
it was good, man.
and then like it went downhill for whatever reason.
I remember seeing my very first interactive movie there, where you had the little joystick and you pick what happened to the character and they'd play whatever scene you pick.
Yeah.
It's all
Pretty fun.
Good Fame City.
Oh, yeah.
Houston nostalgia too, huh?
Wow, there you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's all right.
Used to that movie theater turned into like where they took all the dead toys, and I remember one time we were having a birthday party there for somebody or whatever, and I decided I was a grown up, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna go mosey around this place, right? So I pull my phone out. I'm going back into the ballroom and stuff behind the grand staircase, I'm going up where the chandelier. I'm going like behind where everybody was curious what's behind all that crap upstairs, And then I find the room of dead like rides, like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and stuff.
That's cool.
It was scary, bro, because no lights, right? Completely dark. And you see like these Mr. Toad, like the caterpillars, like staring at you, but it's dark and it's just creepy. Halfway wanted to think that little carousel on the back is just gonna do. Is that place even still open?
I think there's something there, but I haven't
It's
been
like a
out that
bowling
way in
alley
a couple
now.
of years.
I think
Yep.
maybe
It's
an
still
arcade.
Funplex, I think, if it is.
Yeah. It's been a while for me though.
Houston. Good old Houston.
Let's
Texas.
go, Houston.
Oh, yeah.
How's everybody feeling about the Astros? I mean, we all okay?
Yeah.
Doing good, doing fine. I was actually good that night because, and the only reason why, and I've mentioned his name before, is I have a good buddy named John Drake, and he's a huge Rangers fan. And so when I knew that we were losing from the first inning. So when I knew we were losing,
absolutely.
I was just texting him. I'm like,
There's $1.
enjoy this, man. He couldn't do it though the whole game, and I understand that, but I was like, just enjoy it. This is going to be so much fun for you. Because they've been to the World Series twice, but they haven't gotten a win yet. So, and last time I checked, they were winning tonight, so they could pull it off.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. You told your buddy like, hey, soak it in, man. Just because my team's losing doesn't mean you have. You can't enjoy yours. Just soak it in. It's freaking awesome. Dude.
He's a bigger baseball fan than I am, so I
didn't think that was possible.
I know what he's feeling, So
and for our listeners, y'all got to. Let me preface my little statement real quick. Okay, these three brothers text baseball when baseball has playing on the screen, and the Astros specifically, just the Astros
specifically. Yep.
I had to charge my phone a couple of times because. All I was hearing was, and these three guys in this other group chats that I'm in, man, it's just drained my phone battery. But I love how close you guys are, and how Astros bring y'all close together and y'all connect like that. That is awesome.
Yeah,
that is so great.
Yeah. So overall,
however, I'm rooting for the Diamondbacks because
I get it,
because of 2000.
I could go either way.
Because of
to
Harvey.
be honest with you. I know. I remember that text, and I get all that. And again, the only reason why is John Drake. That's it. Just my buddy,
Yeah.
Did you say is that his first and last name?
Yep.
Oh, okay. He's such a good buddy. You use his first and it's like that episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
You call him John Drake.
Yep. Yep. Everybody knows him. If I say John, they're like, who? Nope, it's John Drake.
Everybody knows it's John, right?
Yeah.
Hey, John, the guy from my Facebook. Which one, man?
Yeah, exactly. Another
hey,
basic
Jason, you should show Mark your or send Mark that TikTok of John Drake and you at the game a couple years back.
Actually, yeah, for sure. Let's edit that right here. Boom. I will actually, John or Eric. Mark.
Yeah.
It's okay, dude. It's okay. Hey, you is always a good one too. Just not wait a minute.
Wait.
Trastros.
Never
Just
been
quit.
nothing but a bunch of cheaters.
Is that what people are saying?
Well, that's what my buddy was saying at the game that we were at
Imagine
together.
yelling it in the stands.
Shout
Surprised he
out
didn't get
to
his
John
ass
Drake,
beat.
though. I meant to say that.
Shout
Mad
out
respect
John
for you,
Drake.
brother. Mad respect for you, dude. No hate, no shade there at all whatsoever, brother.
Yep.
He's getting the crowd riled up around him now.
Yeah.
Oh, he
I'll
does?
send it over.
He was, yeah.
Dude, that's my
You'll
kind of
see.
guy, bro. I mean, like, I can start it up, brother. You know that. I think I like this John Drake character, man.
Oh,
What
it
up,
wasn't in
John?
a good way, though.
No, it was
wasn't
the
in
opposite.
a good way.
Oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't in a good way.
No.
It was the opposite.
Oh, well.
He's a Rangers
I'm
fan
reading those words, huh?
at Minute Maid Park and telling
Yeah.
everybody how the Astros cheated, but he's screaming. I'll send it to you. You can see it.
Oh, you've got to send it to me.
Yeah, I
Wait,
will.
did the Stros fans get on him?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can hear him in the background. Like one guy was like, "I remember my first baseball game."
Dude, you got to send that. I want to see
I will.
this.
I will.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's hilarious.
On my first TikTok, I actually posted that, and I got like 500,000 views on that one.
That's so great, dude.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I remember my first baseball game.
I remember my first baseball game.
Wait, that was you? No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, I was about to say.
That'd been fun.
goodness.
Dang it, my thing got broke again. Oh well, they still working.
So enough baseball, though. Mark, tell us about. I know you kind of already talked about your honeymoon, but how's your headspace after getting married, bro?
Clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I told y'all, like, I went back and listened to the other episode, and at the end, the mental health check-in, and I told y'all, I had been cranky and just agitated and just a prick. And I think I lightened up a little bit. Days like today, and the gentleman that met me at the UPS store this morning that we will not talk about, that almost got my Jesus stick, that started my day off pretty shitty. And I will say that vernacular. Because I think sometimes, it is okay to express the anger sometimes. Not all the time. But a lot clearer, man. Yeah. You asked how my headspace was after getting married. Yeah.
For sure.
I'm happy, dude. I'm happy.
Awesome.
I feel like a stronger man. I feel like a complete man.
That's a good
More
word.
so
Complete.
like I have, very much complete. I have more purpose now, I think. If I didn't think I had any real purpose before, I mean, I didn't. I'm not saying I didn't, but I definitely know I have it now. So I'm good. I'm doing good, really good, man. How are y'all?
My belly's hurting a bit, but we'll get through that. What about
Eric, are you
Eric?
frozen over there?
Nope.
Are you? No, you good?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Chris, were you doing the frozen salute?
No, it was. Yep.
Just kidding.
Like the guys that are the people who are just listening that don't see the video, they're gonna be like, "What is that big pause? Why are they so quiet?" Check the video, man. The podcast video is actually funny too.
Might be funnier.
You get some behind the scenes looks of these crazy antics that we try to do from miles and miles away from each other.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking we're pulling it off fairly well.
Oh yeah.
How are you?
As good as
Chris?
possible.
And I'm all right. I'm still recovering. Got sick last week, and then went out to a ranch over the weekend, and got to sleep on a foam pad with 5 other stinky dudes. Nobody's showering and all that fun stuff.
Wait, hold on. So this was a legit cabin.
Yeah, it
Like
was
no AC?
Yeah. No, there's AC. It had like one little bathroom in there, but it's literally just like probably a 20-foot by 20-foot area that had a tiny little kitchen, 1 bathroom, and then it was like bunk beds that were built up on the wall and foam pads, like no mattresses. So it's like it's as close to roughing it as you can rough it without being in a tent. But I mean, it's out on about 380 acres or something, just a little cabin out there.
So your friend has this out on his land, this little cabin.
It's a family ranch. Their dad owns it, but yeah.
So, but there's an actual house on this land though, and then they have this little cabin built out in there, right?
If you want to call it a house, yeah. I mean, it's 4 walls with a roof and a toilet and a shower, and 6 beds that are built on the side of the wall.
Oh,
if
so
you
that's
want to
the
call
only.
them beds.
That's the only accommodations on the acreage.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
They have
cool.
some power out there. Like my buddy's brother was out there, and he had his travel trailer, so he stayed in there. So they had like a little spot where he could plug his travel trailer up to. But yeah, I mean that's and one little house out there is yeah, that's it.
Anybody bag a whitetail?
No, we didn't get out hunting in the morning, and I don't think it's rifle season yet for deer.
Yeah, I'm not
I think
sure.
it's only bows.
Yeah, it's all
bow and
bow right
arrows
now.
I
But
think
we
it's
were
bow.
out there really trying to. We weren't looking for deer yet, but we went out there and planted some oats and other seeds and stuff around their feeders. I got about 4 or 5 blinds out there and 4 or 5 feeders out there, but we were looking for dove and rattlesnakes and javelinas and coyotes and whatever else we could get.
Where was the
Man
ranch?
stuff.
You know what they
Yeah,
used to
oh,
call
it's
me
so
when I used to
cool.
go out to Oklahoma and out in the wilderness? You know, them country folk used to call me City.
Mhm.
That's it. They would call me City because I love the country so much, but I'm from the city. They're like, "Why are you from the city? You got
Yep.
country in your blood." I mean, I love it out there. Love it.
Yeah,
But the one thing I will
it
not
was
do
good.
is snakes. Can't do snakes.
It was good just to get away, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't like snakes, but it was. I'm glad we caught one. Or
It's a
shot
good
one.
experience
that was
too, man.
Fun.
Yeah, those
It was
kids
a
with
big
the
old,
with the
Snipe,
big
sniper.
old
snipe.
5-foot
Snipe, snipe.
Western Diamondback. It was a nice one.
That was a good little snaky poo.
Did y'all
Yeah.
It's a
clean
good
it
belt.
and eat it?
That's what I asked.
No, we
him.
didn't get to cook it because we're out Saturday several times looking for him, and this was Sunday morning. Sunday morning,
last day.
me and the other adults out there, we were just having some coffee, kind of getting packed up, ready to go, and just looked over, and there it was, big old snake
Oh,
crossing
geez.
the trail. So we popped it with a 20 gauge, and the one guy's gonna take it and actually have it mounted because it was a big one.
Is he gonna have it kind of curled up, mounted with the mouth open like that?
I don't know what he's gonna do because he got it like basically the head there, shot it like right here on the bottom side of it. So it's gonna be
kind of
there's gonna be some
into
holes
a Pez
down
dispenser.
there. Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good to get away. It was
Yeah.
last minute. It was last minute, and I mean, had it been any other thing going on, I probably wouldn't have gone because I was still feeling like crap. I mean, still telling my voice. I haven't fully recovered from the chest congestion I've had, but it was nice just to get away and chill and get out into nature.
I was about to say that sounds glorious. You're explaining to me where you're staying and the bed and the beds and the bath. I was just thinking to myself, man, no TV. Was there a TV there?
There was a TV there, but we didn't watch it. The kids
Yeah.
watched a little bit, but we didn't. I was outside the whole time.
That sounds absolutely just glorious to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I had a weekend like that. Long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't pass it up. I was
No way, man.
not feeling good, but I was like, nah, this will be good. Get out of the city. Get out there. I mean, nothing to do.
I'm sorry. I got to work. Text.
Yeah.
I've got to take care of some stuff.
No worries.
Before the morning. So I'm going to get my camera and mic, but I'm going to leave it uploading. So
cool.
Just wanted to let y'all know.
Well, let's do a call to action then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can end it from there.
Yep.
Absolutely, guys.
Go for it, Chris. All you, buddy.
Hey, guys. Well, thanks for watching the C3 Experience. It's been a while, a couple of weeks since we've recorded last, but we're going to get rolling again. Now we got some major events out of the way, a.k.a. Mark's wedding and
killing snakes,
and killing snakes.
For sure.
So we're gonna be back at it, man. Y'all follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube.
Yep.
We got lots of action coming up.
Turn on that bell notification so you know when we upload.
And smash that like button.
Yeah.
And you can listen to all the audio podcasts on every major podcast platform. iHeartRadio,
Yep.
Spotify, Apple, all of them. Check us out. It's always fun to watch the videos on YouTube because you get some fun behind the scenes stuff that
really
you don't get to hear.
You really do, yeah.
So make sure you subscribe on YouTube. And of course, like we always put up a lot of fun shorts and stuff on YouTube and TikTok as well. So enjoy it there.
We got some fun stuff coming, some fiery fun stuff, guys. So y'all stick around. And for Eric, Jason, and Chris, I am DJFM. Good to see you guys. I always loved hanging out with you fellas, man.
Absolutely. For sure.
For sure, man.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of cash in that swear jar, brother.
All right, we'll see y'all on the flip side.
Y'all are rock stars, man.
Step into the time machine, we're going back in time, where everything was simpler and the music was divine. Talking about the 90s and all its glory, bringing up the past is the C3 story.